What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with a major story. So it looked like the Indiana Fever 2026 schedule has been released. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. We got word this morning that Breanna Stewart was pretty much saying that the CBA negotiations is pretty much almost over. They almost had a deal. Now, we get Caitlin Clark this morning back in Indiana in the Pacers practice facility getting ready. Pretty much look like she's working out. Now, moments ago, news has been broken. Yes, the Indiana Fever 2026 schedule has been released, and guess who they play first? Paige Bueckers. So all of the people that thought this whole injuries thing and Caitlin thing, that whole storyline is over with in my book. I feel like the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese storyline is over. It was fun while it lasted, but now, we can move on. Now, something else that we have to pay attention to is the Indiana Fever first couple games, man. Let's pull up the schedule right now. We'll face off on May the 8th. The season starts on May the 8th. Look like it's in Indy. And then we'll be playing Paige Bueckers and the Wings. After that, they got to go to L.A. to play the Sparks, Cameron Brink and Kelsey Plum. Then they come back to Indy for Washington. Then they got a 1, 2, 3, 4 game home stretch in Indianapolis. They got Washington, Seattle, Portland, and the Golden State Valkyries. Then they got a back-to-back, a week apart game from the Golden State Valkyries. They'll be seeing them. And then they got to go to Portland. I think Portland is the new team on May the 30th. Then they got Atlanta. I don't see Chicago on this schedule. When do they play Chicago? They don't play Chicago until August. If I'm reading this, nope, I take that back. They don't play Chicago until June. And so that Chicago game will be a home game. So judging by all of this right here, man, I hate to say it like this, but it looked like Caitlin Clark could very much make a strong argument and a strong case to possibly be the WNBA MVP based off this schedule here. Now, the Indiana Fever did release an article to go along with this schedule, and many reports is starting to come out about this current situation with the team. It stated the 2026 Indiana Fever regular season schedule has been announced. The Indiana Fever has unveiled its complete 44-game schedule. Tickets will go on sale Thursday, January 22nd at 2 p.m. The Fever will open up the season Saturday, May the 9th at Gamebridge, playing the Wings at 1 p.m. Guys, I'm probably going to go to that game. The home schedule for the Fever postseason, hosting the Atlanta Dream on the 4th and on the 18th, June 4th and June 18th, before regaining loss on August the 6th. Now, this right here tells me that they're close to getting the deal done. If not already got a deal done, we just waiting to hear from the announcement. Now, ESPN Alexa Philippou just took to her Twitter account, and she released a tweet right now talking about this WNBA season and how close they are to getting the deal done. Let me see if I can get the tweet pulled up. So this is the tweet here, and I'm going to share it with you guys here. It stated, releasing the 2026 schedule is a key step as we prepare for WNBA's 30th season and allow teams and partners, broadcasters, and fans to begin the essential planning for the year ahead. And so, Alexa Philippou saying that we finna have a season. We finna have a season, man. Ain't no shaking it. Ain't no way around it. Now, she also just tweeted out 3 minutes ago. She said the league views the schedule release as a necessary part of business operations that allow teams to start logistically planning, sell ticket packages, also to secure optional arena dates, all the more crucial for teams who don't own their own arenas. Now, here's my issue with it, right? Is that we don't know what the viewership was going to look like. We don't know if fans even going to buy tickets. This is a way for them to kind of gauge how their money finna go. And they're probably going to use these ticket sales and all of this stuff to leverage the CBA negotiation. So they pretty much, the owners look like they doing a big boss move, and that's keeping business flowing as usual. That's what I'm taking away from this. Now, with that being said, get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Check out this clip. Caitlin Clark just be minding her business. I wasn't lying. Caitlin Clark is out here living her best life while her teammates is playing an unrivaled. She's on a beach drinking coconut water and probably in a resort weight room getting it in. Now, with that being said, Caitlin Clark and her parents have found themselves in headlines over a interaction they had with a fan. Now, Caitlin Clark, I'm guessing, is on vacation with her family right now, which is great. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see. And she's definitely took time to, stop her vacation and speak with a fan. Yes, speak with a fan, man. Shout out to Christian Palmer. Instead of Caitlin Clark and her parents were staying at the same resort as us, the hosted seated us right next to her at breakfast one morning. I told her we live in Kansas City, and naturally we talked about the Chiefs. LOL. She was nice. My hubby got a pic with her. Wow, bruh. This is major. So this is the picture that her husband got. Kristen Palm, I believe she's a content creator. Yeah, she is. She's a content creator. And she definitely shared her experience with Caitlin Clark online, which was so freaking cool, man. The Caitlin Clark, for all this notion that Caitlin Clark don't like fans or have an issue with black people, it's all cap, bruh. I can't even stunt. Caitlin Clark got a lot of black fans. She definitely got a lot of black fans. And I think the way, the black community support Caitlin Clark is what kind of pissed off a lot of Angel Reese fans. We just got to be honest. People poured in their love and they support for Caitlin Clark, early on. And there was a large debate that, black people wasn't black enough. Even from me, I received a lot of hate from it. That black people was not black enough because they didn't show love to Caitlin Clark. I mean to Angel Reese. Whenever she won the national championship, they didn't show love to her and all these different things. But end of the day, people fell in love with Caitlin Clark over her logo threes, the way she carried herself in pictures like this. I don't see very many pictures of Angel Reese with her fans. Now, I'm not one to pick on Angel Reese. I haven't talked about her in a mighty long time. But, that was a growing notion that you weren't black enough if you didn't support Angel Reese. Now, with that being said, man, like I stated, this was just so cool that Caitlin Clark decided to do this. And I'm just happy about it, man. I'm just happy about it. Now, we got a smidget of an update on CBA negotiations. So this is an article that came out early this morning. It says Breanna Stewart on endless CBA talks, just starting to see end of the tunnel. So Breanna Stewart is pretty much saying that we could be getting close to a deal on this CBA negotiation, man. And I'm gonna be so happy when we do. We get back to a lot of stuff, man. They say Stewart says she can start to see a finish line to labor negotiations for the first time since WNBA players opted out back in 2024. So on October 21st, 2024, WNBA players opted out of their collective bargaining agreement, with the league setting the stage for a labor fight that was dominated the sports. Now, 15 months later, Breanna Stewart told Front Office Sport that she's just starting to see a possible resolution to the talks. The Liberty Star and Unrivaled co-founder is also a vice president in the WNBA Players Union, which has been pushing for a bigger share of revenue. Stewart told reporters earlier this month that while the WNBA players have the ability to strike in our back pocket, no strike was present. In a recent interview with Front Office Sports, Stewart told her wife that my brain is hurting from the range and the complicity of the talks. Unfortunately, I wasn't an economic measure or anything like that, but we're trying to get the best deal possible, and we want to negotiate in good faith that the league we're hoping for some positive kind of change or reinforcement here. Now, these are some of the proposals that has been presented. Now, in December, the WNBA proposed a structure that offers players 70% of league revenue sharing with the salary cap of around $5 million. Later that month, the union sent the league a new CBA proposal that asks for 30% of its gross revenue and a salary cap of roughly $10 million. I think it's more so the $10 million part that's probably holding up everything. Now, instead, it's the WNBA has yet to offer a counter to the proposal, but ESPN reported that the league believes the union proposal will result in $700 million in losses over the course of the deal. The sides agreed to two extensions, which we already know, and the latest one was on January 9th. Now, last week in Berlin, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said the league hopes to launch a women's league in Europe after it launches the men's version of its planning. We ultimately like to do a women's league in Europe as well, if we can figure out the correct model, Silver told Front Office Sport. The WNBA has historically reported losses, but lack of full transparency around the teams and leagues' books have been a point of contention in talks. And yeah, man. So judging by the way all of this is looking, it's looking like the WNBA could be striking a deal hopefully before the end of the month. It's only about 10 days left in January. Now, we've been pretty adamant here on my channel for pretty much telling you guys if they don't get a deal done by March, it's just good. It's looking spooky for the season. We didn't have the lottery draft, so we got to get caught up on all that. So once these negotiations get done, man, we're going to have a lot of content to put out, man. We got the lottery draft, expansion draft, we got free agency. So be ready to put them bells on. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I think we grew over 50 subscribers yesterday, which is amazing that 50 people was unsubscribed from the channel. Over these last few months, I probably lost about 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys are not subscribe, please make sure you are subscribed, man, because you can still get the notifications and not be subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, man, please and thank you. Definitely get down in the comment section, let me know y'all thoughts about this. Keep them bells on. I will be back with more content. Till next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.